morning's sneaker news. I'm your anchor, Ted Thompson, and today on the sneaker news we will discuss, is Tide a good product to clean your shoes with? But first, let me introduce our new correspondent, JC. JC, can you hear me? God dang it! It is our first time with a correspondent restoring shoes, and we don't have the audio equipment right? Guys, Mitchell and audio, get it working! Oh, Ted, can you hear me? JC, you can hear me? Yes. Hold on. Mitchell, I'm sorry. I apologize. I shouldn't have got so aggressive. Well, JC, you go ahead and take it away and restore those 8's. Alright, yeah. I'll take it away. Alright, guys. Welcome to my new video. Today, we're going to be restoring the Blaze Orange Jordan 8's. This is a 2007 release. These are 11 years old, man. So we're going to be trying to restore these as new as possible. I mean, which is actually going to come out to pretty brand new. I mean, there's a few spots that we're not going to be able to change, but they're still going to be wearable shoes, great looking shoes. First thing, as y'all can see, we got midsole cracking right here. It's fading, it's cracking. It's an older shoe, so that's expected. So the first thing you want to do when restoring any shoe is you want to get your laces out. Now, I bought these on eBay for $35, which is a great deal for these. These are actually going to go on my personal collection. Now today, because of the video and how short a time I have on this, I'm only going to be restoring one shoe for you guys. Now, after you get your shoelaces out, the next thing you want to do is you want to get your shoe tree that's adjustable to size put into the shoe. Snap it in. Make sure everything's nice and firm. As y'all can see, the shoe needs a cleanup. We have some yellow in here. Now, there's not much you can do about the yellowing right here going along that. We're going to try to clean up these soles, get them back to as white as possible, and then we'll go from there. First thing you want to do, my favorite product to use when I clean shoes is Rujay. Rujay is a great cleaning product. You can use it on all types of shoes. I use it on all my shoes. It's not messed up anything from suede to leather to anything. So I want to give it a couple squirts of the Rujay sneaker solution. Then after that, I want to go ahead, because of these shoes being so old, I want to grab my hard bristle brush. Now this brush right here, I'm going to clean the soles with. time you're cleaning your shoes, have your nice microfiber towel to dry them off with after each process. I like to clean mine in parts. So I clean the sole first, midsole, and leather next. As y'all can see, got the soles back white as possible. I mean, there's still some parts that I'm not happy with, but we'll try to work with those a little later. Alright, so the next part, and what you want to do, is you want to grab your medium bristle brush. You just want to start going in on your midsoles and your soles. See, for these, you really don't need too many brushes because of the fact that the shoe is leather. So you can just go over it. I mean, the person that sold them to me kept them in good condition and not completely destroyed, which is great. So you don't have to really work too hard on the leather. Alright guys, the next part, now that the shoe is completely clean the soles, got them back to as white as possible. I'm not completely happy with how the soles came out, but with this being an older shoe, there's not much we can do to it. Normally, I would use our sneaker laundry detergent, but because of the age of the shoe and because of how old the shoe is, I'm going to put them in the wash, because then it'll start creating sole separation, midsole separation, and it just won't be good. It'll make a lot of work. Also, I'm afraid that it might deteriorate some of this. So we want to try to keep this looking as nice as it looks now. So we're just going to work with what we have and go along. So these won't be going in the wash because of that fact. So the next part we got to do now is that we have to we're going to prep the leather, and then we're going to tape up. We're going to tape up the midsoles, and we're going to strip the midsole gray and the white right here. We're going to strip that out, repaint it, and we're going to get us a proper mid paint. But first, to prep the leather, we'll need acetone and cotton balls. Guys, I'm gonna tell y'all this so y'all know: if you don't prep the leather when you tape, the tape will not stick, and it will make for a harder restoration of the shoe. So make sure to always prep your leather with acetone so that the tape will stick a little better. I mean, you're still going to have problems. I still have problems, but at least it'll work a little better. Next, we want to tape. This right here is probably the most tedious process of all, just because it's repetitive. You're just taping off because you don't want to get any of the paint remover on any other part of the shoe. Alright y'all, as y'all can see, we got the shoe taped up. Check it out, check it out. This took about 10 minutes to do. Wasn't too bad, wasn't a bad tape job. Now comes the fun part, which is removing the paint with 2-minute remover. So what you want to do is you want to get your paintbrush, your 2-minute remover, and you want to flip your shoe on the side. This is going to take a little bit, not too long. Go ahead and rub the gel, the 2-minute remover, right over the paint that you want to remove. want to give it a couple coats. Being that this is an older shoe, after you give it a couple coats, it's going to start to bubble. Next, you want to grab you a Scotch Brillo pad to get this off. Now it's going to take a couple swipes, a little elbow grease. But as you can see, because I guess the paint is a little older, we're getting it off relatively easy. See, once you go through and you get it off, you get parts of it off, grab a alcohol, grab the acetone and the cotton ball once again, and just do a nice clear wipe through. This will also help get the paint off, as you can see, but also it'll take the paint off of your sole. Alright guys, now let's get back into the taping. We're back. As you can see right here, we got the tape. We got it taped up, soles included. So for the next part, what we want to do, shoe taped up. Now we're gonna lay down a white base coat, and then we're gonna lay down the metallic pewter over that to complete the midsole repaint. So let's get started. So now we're gonna lay down the white base coat. What you want to have is quick brush strokes. You want to lay down about 2 or 3 coats. The reason for the white base coat is it's gonna lay down the pewter a lot better. It'll lay down over the top of it a lot better. After you get that side done, you wanna grab your heat gun. Sorry guys, wasn't plugged in. You want to grab your heat gun and just start going over it, drying it off. Like I said, you want to get about 3 to 4 base coats. Alright y'all, so check it out. Check it out. Got the white laid down. Came out nice. So now, to move on to the fun part. Our pewter metallic by Angela's Leather I order all my paint from them. They're a great paint company. It stays on great. It's great for the shoe. I chose pewter because, as you know, on the 8's, it's more of a sparkly. It's more sparkles onto it, or more like of a glitter kind of effect put onto the shoe. And on these, it was more of a gray. So I went and I looked and I found pewter, and I said this should work out perfectly. And so that's what we're laying down now. Alright, guys. We had a little bit of run over on certain parts of the shoe, but we will try to fix that to the best that we can. Like I said, this is an older shoe, so it's not great, but run over does happen. I mean, it's nothing. You can try taping it up a little better, handling it. Got a little tape residue. Nothing too serious though, guys. Nothing that can't be fixed, which is great. So you can grab a Q-tip. What I like to do is I grab a Q-tip or a cotton ball, and I go over all the run over and I get it all off. Try to get it back to the original color. And then we continue. So that's what we about to do, y'all. the shoe, these little paint chipping parts. So what we want to do is we want to get the paintbrush and go over those parts. And then after that, we're going to lace the shoes up. And that'll be the finish of this restoration. So let's go ahead and get into that part. Alright guys, we're almost done with this restoration. As you can see, the white really came out great. Like I said, only mistake here really is alright guys, we're almost done with this restoration. Now this one right here, as y'all can see, we did a midsole repaint. We colored in the scarring on the shoe, got it back to white, gave it a deep cleaning using Rejuvenator products. All we got left to do now is to lace them up, and these are good to go. So let's do that. Alright guys, so this restoration is finished. We did a deep clean on the shoe. We gave the sole a proper midsole repaint. We painted and colored up all the scarring on the shoe. Laced them back up. These shoes are ready to go out, man. Now so there y'all have it, man. The restoration is complete. Back to you, Ted.
Thank you, JC, for all that information. I'll definitely be using it in my future. Well, guys, it's been a great show. Come back at the 7 o'clock news to find out if you should use Tide to clean your shoes. Until next time, I'm your host, Ted Thompson.